previously on the Lineage of Moonreach. So we ascended to that floor, and then all of a sudden there was that blue orb that was really cool and made us feel super awesome. And then it's just Hirstag there, just standing there, and he's got what was a boat in the abyss, but then became Mandoran's memory. So we got to talk to Mandoran a little bit more, gain a little bit, but not a ton of bit. And then we tried to find Jennifer and made our way up some stairs, found a way to kind of sneak into a big room through a mural on the wall, and we bodegaed, and there was fire all over. We killed some council people. It was pretty cool, but now it seems like that one lady Myra, seems like she's up to something not great. So that's what happened last.
The D20 Syndicate presents The Lineage of Moonreach.
Welcome back to the D20 Syndicate Podcast.
Hi.
A 5e actual play weekly Dungeons & Dragons podcast. I am your host and DM, Seth. And around the table, we have our players.
I'm Billy, and I play Willem.
I'm Tomas, and I hit Billy's car. And I play Tomar.
I'm Lindsey, and I play Pinwin.
And I'm Michaela, and I play Gorbel.
That's right. Each week, we play Dungeons & Dragons and record it for your listening pleasure and sometimes hit each other's cars.
It's a fun time. We didn't have bumpers on this time, though.
So, big mistake on your part.
I wish our cars had bumpers. How cute would that be?
So cute.
Suck it.
Cute.
Suck it. Mario Kart.
That's what I said when I yeeted into your car. Mario Kart.
Blue shell, bitch.
We have fun.
Inside and outside of the table. Inside the table.
Whoa! Get out of there, Tomas!
Oh my god, how did you get in there at an atomic level?
We have fun, as you can tell.
Fucking Cronenberg monster.
She's just slipping in the cracks. You may have noticed that Elijah is not here again today. He is going to be taking a prolonged leave of absence to pursue other endeavors, and we wish him well. So you won't be hearing from him for a little while, but
dancing career.
He's setting up a cardboard box on the streets of Brooklyn and Brooklyn, Iowa, and and he will be dancing for nickels, dollars, whatever you have.
We told him not to watch Flashdance.
And we told him he doesn't need the cardboard, just go on the ice.
Yeah.
He watched
You got the
Flashdance,
traction there.
and he was like, you know what? Why not me?
But he said he's allergic to ice or something, and so the cardboard had to go. So
You're all probably wondering what happened or what's happening with Hirstag, because he was just there.
he was just there, and now he's
going to be played by Billy.
I think we should just popcorn this shit, and we can all play
Just
Hirstag.
well.
I'll get back to that.
That would
Shucks.
that would definitely be good to have a druid. Like
Tonight, the part of Hirstag will be played by Sam Elliott.
everyone who would be playing Hirstag that episode would just be healing themselves.
This
And
feels
nobody
good.
else. Yeah.
Want a good berry?
It's time for tonight's Around the Campfire question. Pickety pickety pick
Space campfire.
Chick campfire. So, for those of
Should
you
we have
not
a campfire theme
I was
song?
doing the
Ooh, campfire. Ooh, campfire. Campfire. Ooh, campfire.
The campfire is a burning. Around the campfire. Around the campfire. A doop a doop a doop a doop a doop a doop.
It's burning in the campfire. We're gonna answer some questions here. I can't rhyme with the shit I said, so I'm just rambling to the beat. Ramble to the beat. Here comes a hot ass question from our DM Seth.
All right, it's time for another campfire question.
I'm sorry, audience.
Lindsey, where'd you get that gun?
Why is it whispering?
Yeah, the whisper gun.
My spleen.
I've got 6 silencers on
Silent but
this bad boy. Tonight's Around the Campfire question is, please tell me, in character and in world, why your lowest character stat is the lowest. Tomar.
Well, my lowest ability score is Charisma, which is a 10, a fat 1-0. And I don't know. I wasn't raised around... Well, I was raised around pretty charismatic people, but it's just something I didn't inherit.
Or ever tried to improve.
I mean, I'm more of a get the thing done type of dude, and talking it out is just... It takes more time, and I don't have the patience to try and make nice with people. So, yeah, it just happened that way.
Interesting. Pinwin, lowest stat and why?
Well, so this might surprise you, but it's strength. Mine was also an even 10. And I mean, I'm pretty strong. Like, don't like let that just make you think I'm not strong, because I'm super strong. But you know how some people are like born with that, I don't know, just being able to be strong and...
You mean strength?
Yeah, that whole thing. I just...
That thing you don't have?
It wasn't one of those innate things I was born with. I've had to practice really hard, and I'm still working on being stronger. But, like, I'm in the fitness club now, so any day, I think that number will go up. Right? Is that how it works?
Gorbel. Lowest stat and why?
So it's wisdom. And I just have a philosophy of, if it feels good, do it. If it's going to kill you, your friends with more wisdom will stop you.
That's kind of true.
That's fair.
I have used Tomar as a crutch most of my life.
What is your intelligence score?
Slightly better.
What is your wisdom score?
13.
Not bad.
Intelligence is 14.
Willem, what is your lowest stat and why?
My lowest stat is Constitution at 14. And it's actually because when I was a small child, I almost drowned. And that kind of stuck with me. And that's also why I'm afraid of water as well. I have a fear of water.
And bathing.
Not a fear of bathing. Very interestingly enough, very much into the bathing and the colognes and perfumes and looking good.
Soaps.
Of various sizes.
Exfoliating beads.
Exfoliating.
Anal beads.
Other kind of beads.
Exfoliating.
You know,
anal beads.
toiletries.
General
toiletries.
Beard oil.
Your toilet
Anal beads
papers.
are right next to the Q-tips.
Sometimes you get them mixed up.
Like you just...
Where are my anal beads? I can always put them here.
What?
I told you not to use them!
They're in the Band-Aid box.
It's just overflowing with anal beads. It's not even closed.
Neosporin's not in the
Like,
box.
yeah, just imagine you like innocently bought those thinking they were a hygiene product. It's like easier than an enema, so...
Good stuff. Good stuff. So yeah, almost drowned. Stuck with me. Fucked me up. Here we are.
All right.
Tomar also was afraid of water for a while. I think it's probably because he watched Willem drowning off the shore and was like scared and couldn't do anything about it.
It's canon now.
And that's actually what In the Air Tonight is about.
Go figure.
Pinwin is not afraid of water.
Prove it.
Neither is Gorbel because she's not a little bitch.
Willem will remember that.
She's just afraid of the written word.
Mm-hmm.
And her feelings.
And being alone.
I am learning how to deal, okay?
All right, so let's get started. When we last left off, it was in the midst of battle, and you guys had destroyed some of the council members. If you'll recall, the remaining council members that you hadn't already killed or hadn't been killed, you guys had destroyed General Lord Volmark Renox, who was the council member in charge of Marshal. He was called the Marshal. He was in charge of all the armies and essentially the guard, everything like that had to do with the military strength. You guys killed him after he...
Was he in the tower with the mommies?
Yes,
Okay.
he was killing, or he was torturing Psycho, and you guys fucked him up.
Guy.
And if you'll recall, Lord Fabian Drakenfrost was famously killed in between arcs. You guys found that out, but nobody knows how he died. But suddenly Myra, who you are now encountering, your childhood friend, is in his position.
She probably killed him.
Of the remaining council
That'd
members...
suck if they're all innocent but her. Just exploded one of them and Willem shot one in the fucking face.
I thought about that. I'm like, oh man, or maybe they had valuable information.
I don't care at this point.
I thought I can't speak for this out of, like, obviously it'd be metagaming, but I was thinking we would just try and kill everybody except for Myra and then get answers from her.
That's
But that
where
was
my head was.
inclination.
That's where my head was.
I will say that you
know
guys...
what? When someone says bodega, I bodeg.
You fucking dag.
Of the council members, you guys have met all of them, but the one that is not there is still one council member at large. And I did say that Akfasoth, the Dragonborn, was the elder council member, but I misspoke. She was actually the council member in charge of guilds. The leader council member, the elder, Ofe Draun Thundara, the half-elf, is not present here. So keep that in mind going forward.
That name that I can't pronounce that's a half-elf is not here.
Yep.
Got it.
Thundara?
Yeah, last name Thundara. Ofe Draun Thundara.
Sounds like a Thundercat.
Thundara. So yeah, you guys were assailing them. You blew up Scully Whitebrow. And
With a name like that, you gotta get exploded.
I mean, his full name was Skullmarth, but Scully was what everybody referred to him as. And you also shot Akfasoth in the face with an arrow through the eye.
Yep.
So congratulations, she's
you.
Also dead.
Bye.
You have blinded and deafened Kel Gyra, the master of coin, essentially master of law there in the council. Now you're staring down the barrel of a Myra Greencross, and there's some spooky shit happening behind her. A sound you heard, Gorbel, from a quickening darkness mist behind her.
Yep.
Now we will drop in.
I wish I had counterspell.
I do.
That's good.
Well, where were you last episode?
I don't
Joe?
think I can do it. Can I do it? Because she hadn't, like...
She's casting a spell.
Can I do it? Can I
As a
counterspell?
reaction, you can attempt to.
It sounded like you said she's casting a smell.
She's doing that too.
What's it smell?
Keys.
No, it smells like...
Asparagus.
no, it smells like a couple of different kinds of flowers, some like jasmine, and also farts.
Flowers
Vague
and
foreskin
farts.
smell.
Ugh.
And Dr. Pepper.
Okay, I am going to cast Counterspell.
No way.
What?
I'm going to cast it at 4th level.
4th level? All right. Read the description, please, for casting it at 4th level.
You attempt to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell. If the creature is casting a spell of 3rd level or lower, its spell fails and has no effect. If it is casting a spell of 4th level or higher, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. On a success, the creature's spell fails and has no effect.
All right, give me a D20 roll.
Come on, Gorbel.
Go.
Plus a 10?
Go.
Yeah, you have to.
He doesn't have to tell you.
I don't tell you this. The level of the spell, whatever you roll.
Go.
Hey, that was good.
I rolled a 16.
16. The spell stops.
Ooh.
She actually looks very upset all of a sudden, and like kind of starts to back away from you guys.
Disco lady.
What are you doing, Myra?
I am, just trying to survive here. And she turns and she starts to run away.
Oh, I'm way faster. I yell at her.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
Chase.
Are you gonna chase in what?
I'm going to go back to the old tackle maneuver.
Okay.
Because it's always served me well.
All right, that'll be a grapple.
Except that time when you tackled and landed, and then Smoochie tried to hit him with an axe.
That
and
happened like twice.
For some reason, decided it was a good idea to hit somebody with an axe while you
I
were
was holding.
Yeah, that you were on top of.
The wisdom thing is really checking out.
So, Smoochie's lowest was intelligence, right?
It was originally his highest, but he changed his stats when he decided on his character.
Oofda.
Well, you said he was going to be a ranger, and he was like, "No, I'm going to be a barbarian."
I was like,
And then
okay.
you were like,
We agreed on.
"You had high intelligence."
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't have high intelligence. I have high everything else that's good for a barbarian.
It's like, cool. The agreed upon rules that we had are now no longer in effect.
Did we ever
Completely
tell
moot.
what the beginning rules were for when we were making characters?
No, we should at some point.
Do I, for the grapple, am I just adding like
It's opposing strength. So what did you get?
I rolled a 4.
Plus your strength modifier?
You roll your athletics, and you roll opposing athletics or acrobatics.
That's what it is, yes.
If you have 3 or more pieces of cheese, you have to add a D6.
Okay.
How many cheeses do you have?
2.
That's not gonna.
No bonus.
I ate 1.
I eat cheese when I'm
Well,
nervous.
actually, then that means you get to roll another D20.
And spin the wheel.
Okay, so
They're
plus
not
my
even
athletics
craft cheese slices. They're just
is 14.
Target
14 is a lucky break because you speed along, and as it looks like you're almost going to overshoot to tackle, you get your bearings at the last second, kind of turn your heel and drop her and grab her and pull her to the ground in a tackle. Let me go! Let me go!
Why the fuck would I do that?
Please.
You have been. Oh, okay. Nice slap her. Just like, oh, ow. It's not like a big one. It's just, a little.
Please get off of me.
What should we do with this other council member?
Wait, am I killing her or keeping her alive?
Please don't kill
Keep
me.
that one alive for now.
Okay, so I just kind of pin her down, sit on her.
Okay. She's quite weak.
Hey, Tamar, can you pick me and Shadow up?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Don't let anybody sneaky strike me while I'm holding her down, please.
The only other person in here is blind and deaf. They can't even tell.
And you just see like Kelgyra like bumbling into the wall. Like,
No.
Don't let her stumble knife first into me or something.
I don't think they're armed, but okay. And I go up to get Pinwin and Shadow.
I'm just imagining like Gorbel's got her pinned, and then just somebody off camera just
walking around. I know they're all enemies.
just slowly stumbles into frame and just.
So you fly up there where Pinwin is, and you see that Willem has placed the orb with Jennifer up in that alcove as well, and it's just floating there.
Okay.
All right, you grab Pinwin and Shadow and carry him down?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the orb? I thought Willem has the orb.
He pushed it up into the alcove.
Oh, can I grab the orb while I'm on his back?
It is a magical orb.
Wasn't Hirstag fucking with it?
He tried to. But now the spider Hirstag is standing by the council members, kind of keeping guard.
I will cast my mage hand to grab the orb and bring it with me.
Okay.
Why'd you say it like it was bad?
No reason.
A
Oh
nuclear
my god, is
holocaust.
it gonna explode?
Explode?
It's gonna explode all over. I don't want
When I say
hazard all
we
over.
go.
All right, so you cast Mage Hand,
Yeah.
and you start to drag it along.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you bring it with.
Yeah.
All right, you guys descend. You ascend downly, and you join Gorbel on the floor like she's just there pinning Myra down.
What am I doing with her?
Get her to spill the beans.
Gorbel tickles her.
I mean, she knows about Calcifer and Lars and everything. And I'm going to go up to the other council member and I'm going to tell them, submit.
Aren't they deaf? Right
Yeah.
Yeah, they just stare off into space, not even realizing you're there.
Well, then I pull some rope out and then I tie their hands behind their back.
Kelgyra like kind of struggles, but it's pretty easy for you to do. She's a little gnome woman.
I just shove her down on the floor. Kind of stand on her lap a little bit so she can't fuck around.
All right.
All right, who the fuck is leading this rebellion outside?
I don't know.
Wrong answer.
Gorbel, I promise I don't know.
I pinch her.
Ah, why?
Because I don't believe you.
Well, I'm telling the truth. I don't know anything about this rebellion.
Am I within 60 feet?
Yeah.
I'll cast Zone of Truth.
Okay.
Does that also
Silence.
affect me?
Charisma save.
Yeah, does it affect Gorbel?
We've got a 23 for a charisma save.
Ooh.
What is it, 19?
Yep.
Yikes. Aw.
Make a charisma save, Gorbel.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Natural 20.
Of course, that's not crit.
It like slowly tilted to natural 20.
Waste of a spell.
So yeah, you're a little distracted. It kind of throws off your game because she's like wriggling out underneath your foot.
Okay.
tell me what is going on here. What are you doing with Jennifer? Where is Calcifer? What the fuck is this chrysalis?
I don't know about a chrysalis, but I'm waiting for Calcifer. You guys weren't supposed to be here. You guys were supposed to be focusing on Shadeholm.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, that's old news, bitch.
How did?
Ooh, I say from across the room.
First of all, that's a little rude, Gorbel. Second of all, I'm at a loss for words because honestly, I didn't plan this far.
I don't believe you.
Well, you don't have to believe me, but this is the truth.
Pinch her again.
Ow! Why?
You know something and you're not spilling the beans.
Well, maybe if somebody wasn't pinning me down, I could get up.
You can talk just fine from down here, lady.
I don't have anything to say.
Killer.
Are we
Okay.
Are we closer?
Killer.
Somebody else ask her some questions.
What's your favorite color?
Are we on the floor now and like right by there?
I'm slowly walking down the wall.
Yeah, I already.
Just taking my time. 'cause I
I'm
don't
going
care.
to... Can I cast something right now?
Sure.
I'm going to cast Calm Emotions on her.
Okay. Is it charisma save?
Is
Yeah.
it vocal or somatic or whatever? Because you're grappling her, so you would have to let go and then do it.
I thought I didn't have to do that anymore.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to have a somatic component or vocal component,
'Cause
but
you can
yours
do
is
the
all
flash thing.
somatic now.
She's already touching her though.
Touching me.
Is it a touch spell or what?
No.
I would make you do an opposing strength to keep her pinned down with your knees while you did something.
Ugh, it's not worth it. I'm just going to keep asking her questions.
Okay.
I'm gonna run over and slam my hand on the ground and be like, "Tell us knows what you know.
Myra, have you met Pinwin?
Yeah, have you met me?
Briefly, yeah, briefly.
He's
So
a
you
loose
haven't
cannon.
you haven't seen his crazy side, have you?
No.
I don't think you want to, Myra.
Don't let Pinwin near her. He'll definitely kill her.
He bites.
Everybody roll deception. And Pinwin roll intimidate.
Hey.
27.
6. 0 charisma.
24?
31.
Okay, so she's like, keep the halfling away from me, and maybe we can talk.
I don't know if we can keep him back for very long. He's got a mind of his own.
I'm going to growl at her.
How does that sound? It's a pretty good growl.
And Shadow's going to repeat, probably.
Okay, what do you want to know?
I just asked you a string of questions.
Well, narrow it down.
Why is Calcifer coming here? Where is he coming from?
He's coming here from somewhere. I don't know where he's coming from, but he's coming here because, well, this is one of the parts to exact what we set out to do.
And what is that?
Unlock the seals.
And why do you want to do that?
Well, I'm helping him do that because the power that would come from unlocking the seals would make him very strong.
And you don't think what's going on outside has anything to do with that?
I don't know. We've been cloistered away here. Apparently there's a rebellion. People are attacking the guards and stuff in you guys' name. We just assumed that it was some sort of, like, crazy diversion on your part.
How many lineage stones does he have?
Lineage stones? Like the one from Moonreach?
Yeah.
I don't know that he has
You
any
have
lineage stones.
no idea what you're doing, do you?
Maybe not. I guess I probably don't.
You understand if you
right. You're a
break
great
the
liar.
seal,
What?
like everyone's dead.
I guess you
I'm
probably just let me go.
Insight. I'm rolling insight on her.
Okay.
I hate her.
Slap her again.
I got a 13 on insight.
Okay. You're
Hey,
too
she-
distracted by her beauty, Willem, to really discern much.
That checks out.
26. I see
26.
right through her.
She's totally lying.
Do you want another pinch?
No, she's not lying about that.
It's the first honest thing you've said, and I pinch her.
Okay, fine. Stop pinching me.
No! Pinch her again.
What cruel torture is this?
We had a very similar fight as children.
From your insight check, it almost appears as if she's stalling.
Where's Calcifer now?
So Calcifer's right on his way right now?
What? No. I mean, he's going to be here eventually, but
I draw my dagger and I hold it up to just under her eye.
Did anyone say Calcifer is actually coming here? I say from across the room.
she's like looking at the dagger right under her eye. Willem, you know me. Please don't cut my eyes out.
Yeah, he knows you to be a bitch.
And a liar.
Oh,
Thanks, Tomar.
This is very
They're not
hurtful,
wrong. And
but,
you know me to not fuck around.
remember when he slit that dude's throat when he was a kid?
Young adult.
well,
She is stalling.
I'm not stalling. I'm trying to find my words.
Find him faster.
Well,
What are you doing with Jennifer?
Yeah, what's this orb?
Jennifer is holding on to something that we wanted to get from her, and
What is that?
that would be the lineage stone. We've been trying to get it out of her grasp, but she has put herself in an aura of protection.
Oh my God, she
Jennifer.
is such a real one.
and we weren't able to do anything other than sort of modify the spell of protection to put her in a very painful stasis. So we're hoping that soon she...
You're talking awfully slowly.
Well, I'm trying to collect my words.
Also,
Gorbel.
you're a monster.
the
Did you
pace.
know she's a chicken?
I'm aware that she's a chicken.
How mean are you? You don't feel bad looking at this chicken? Do you see the chicken?
It's just a chicken.
Pinwin does not take kindly to animal cruelty.
Well, she's a sentient chicken, if that helps. And she is stopping something... stopping us from doing something that we need to do.
Willem, cut this bitch.
All right, I grab her hand and I splay out her
Oh,
fingers. on the floor.
okay. Put the knife back.
No, start talking.
All right, we're gonna start with the pinky.
Okay. And at that moment, you hear a loud explosion outside.
Killer.
I'm gonna put the orb in my bag really fast, along with the cane and stuff.
Gorbel, give me a wisdom save.
Ooh, that's why he asked what our
That's
lowest
what
scores
he
were.
asked that shit for.
Tomar, make a Christmas save.
Dick.
Fuck.
Willem, make a Constitution save.
Pinwin, you're fine.
Pinwin,
Dodge this fist.
you have an
6.
8-pack now.
I'm sorry.
6.
6. Okay.
Those.
As you're staring at her on the ground, and also you make a wisdom save, Willem, and you, Pinwin.
I get a.
Okay.
I have a bonus against wisdom saves now.
All right. That was good. 23.
Okay.
I have a proficiency in wisdom saving throws. That means I get
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
I'm so
You
waz.
so waz. Yeah.
So does that mean I just get
Advantage?
advantage? For
No.
slippery mind?
Oh, wait. No, you're just proficient. It gives you your proficiency bonus, which is 6.
So you add that to your roll.
No, it calculates it on your character sheet.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's got the dot next to it now.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Sick. 19.
19. Okay, so Pinwin and Willem, you're not looking directly at her, but Gorbel, you're staring straight at her, obviously. And she suddenly, her skin turns bright white and glowing. And Gorbel, you're forced to close your eyes because it's like a bright flash. And suddenly you feel as though she crumples beneath you. And you've found that you are blinded. Gorbel.
Fuck.
Blinded by the light.
You are magically blind for 10 minutes.
All right, seeing this
10 minutes?
Yes.
this happen.
Guys, I can't see.
Seeing that happen, make who's underneath me?
Kelgyra.
Make Calgyra do a dex save. Remember, I'm standing on her.
Yes. Oh my god. I rolled a 3 and then a 2.
All right, I cast Control Flame
Okay.
onto her.
All right.
10 fire damage.
Okay.
We're just fucking roasting bitches now. All right.
10 fire damage. Okay, she is looking bad.
Freddy
The flames
Krueger.
come up and you just hear this like muffled scream as she's like her face is pressed against the ground.
Flames? Flames on the side of my face.
Burning.
And you two, since you're close, you just see that all that's left of Myra are her robes on the
God.
floor.
Damn it, she got raptured.
Wait,
Everybody's
did she
going to
teleport
the
or
back.
did she
Where
just
is she?
change form?
She seems to have dissolved.
Oh, well.
'Cause she can't teleport.
She
Can
would
I-
not be able to teleport. You
Can
know
I
that.
discern that maybe she shapeshifted into something smaller and look around on the floor to see if I see any movement?
Give me a perception check.
You start like smushing ants.
Does anyone have true sight or see invisibility or something?
Nat 20.
Nat 20. You're not positive, but Nat 20. You're positive.
I was like,
You, after a moment, you see a flea jump out of the folds of the robes and start bouncing down the throne room floor towards the door. And it's making good speed.
How far away is the door?
not far, so like 10 feet from where she was.
How far away from me?
From you,
I
50 feet.
I cast Create Bonfire on the door.
Okay. So a flame goes up and you see the flea like start bouncing in a different direction, but still inside the throne room.
Guys, she shapeshifted. She's a flea. She's headed that way. Stomp
far
that
is she?
flea.
Which way?
Who's she close to right now?
She is close to no one. She's give me perception checks. Anyone who's looking for her. Except for you, Gorbel.
19.
19.
12.
26.
26. So, Gorbel, Pinwin, you finally see a little bit of movement. Willem, you see the movement, but then you lose it and then you see it again. But Pinwin, you're like locked into this little flea bouncing around. It looks like it's bouncing up towards a crack in the wall.
Okay.
Shadow, get her! He's fast, right?
Shadow doesn't see what you're talking
Damn
about.
it. Okay.
How is it? Is she close to anybody at this point?
No.
Okay.
She's like clearing to the other side of the room.
All right. So I'm gonna pull out my special arrow
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
and pull out the splody one,
Okay.
and I just real quickly let back and fucking let loose.
See here, it's the entire wall is destroyed in one section, and if you were to roll a perception check, you would not see the flea anymore.
That doesn't mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
I know.
could easily have gotten
That
away.
sucks.
Is there a hole in the wall?
There's a huge hole in the wall
Well, yeah.
leading into another hallway.
I book it to see if I can find any trace.
Okay. You book it, and you come around the corner, and you very easily spot a naked, burnt, dead body around the corner of Myra Greencross.
Nice.
All right, so the next turn, Kilgara will take that same damage again.
Okay. Oh, then she's dead.
Okay.
Ugh. We're getting mighty fucking dark here.
Yeah.
Guys, I heard an explosion. What's going on?
It's okay, Gorbel, just sit down.
They're dead. It's
What?
fine. I mean, I think. I guess I don't know. I didn't see. But it sounds like.
I pick up Myra's body
Okay.
to bring it back in and just so that we just to tidy up, I guess. Make sure they're all in the same spot.
Give me a perception check, Gorbel.
I'm going to go up to Gorbel and touch her on the face.
Okay.
There we go.
I'm
Okay.
going to cure her blindness.
Okay. In just a moment, before you can do that, give me a perception check.
Her eyes fall out.
Ooh.
Okay, 19.
19. Okay. You smell something strange, and you hear something moving close to you at a quick pace. Tomar and Pinwin, as you're going towards Gorbel, and Pinwin, as you turn, you see that the spider form of Hirstag
Guys?
is descending on Gorbel with a great, intense speed. It's pinchers swiping down, and at that moment, you hear, "Be not," and it completely evaporates, the dust of it covering you.
Wait, what was the smell?
It smelled like sulfur.
Oh.
And from the alcove in the wall, Jennifer floats down, her body glowing as what was Hirstag disappears.
Jennifer, what did you do?
What the hell did you do to Hirstag?
What's in my bag?
What is happening?
Get Jennifer!
I drop Myra
they
and
kill
draw my
another
bow.
What the fuck is happening?
She kind of flutters and then lands on your shoulder.
Jennifer!
Are you okay? You hear in your mind, all of you hear.
No, I'm blind.
What did you do to Hirstag?
What do you mean, what did she do to her stag?
She vaporized him.
She vaporized him.
What?
That was not her
I
stag.
touch her face and cure her blindness.
All of a sudden, you can see.
Holy shit, you guys.
Spider Stag was going for you.
That was not her stag.
What do you mean?
That was a primordial simulacrum, a creature from the abyss.
What?
It takes on the appearance and personality traits of creatures it encounters.
So was that actually a boat / Mandoran stone?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Where's Hirstag then?
What the
Is he still trapped there?
And
He
do we
could
have a
potentially
boat?
be. I can make a memory stone from this creature, and we can find out.
Oh, okay.
The thing you just
Are you
vaporized?
okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. And
Where's Varolus?
Varolus has now descended to the floor.
He was descending.
He's a turtle and he even descends.
Wait, do you still have that lineage stone?
Yeah. And she opens both of her claws and very, very roughly, like, and they're like, it's bloody inside her claw, and the two, like the lineage stone, a black lineage stone, very finely crafted, tumbles to the throne room floor.
I mean, don't like just.
And then in her other claw
Snatch.
tumbles.
You are not the best person to be holding on to that one.
I pass it to Tomar.
In her other
I eat
claw, in her other claw tumbles the stone holding Prince Othus's spirit.
Oh shit.
How did you get a hold of these?
I came here. They tried to use me to their own uses, but I snatched the lineage stone from its hiding place, and I made sure to grab Prince Othus's stone as well.
Did you say she communicates in our heads?
Yes.
Okay, because I was picturing a chicken just like,
Don't we need the
You're
lineage
amazing.
stone for the king?
we need the lineage stone to close the seals and,
And
stuff.
for the king?
And for the king.
So I'm going to
Is
open
this
my bag.
Deepminster's lineage stone then, I take it?
Is it?
It is.
How are they planning on breaking the seal without this?
That's why they were trying to torture me to get it. They had taken the king's soul and put it in this lineage stone. I feel it's permanent.
Varolus, can you extract Gustav's soul from the stone and put it back in his body?
I don't think that I can.
Tomar, is that your department?
This is a power that I do not understand.
I don't know how to do that.
Wouldn't it be crazy if Pinwin was just like, yeah, I can do that?
I'm
He shoots
trying
it with
to
a
like
bow and arrow.
slowly pull the king out of the bag. What if we just set the stone on top and see what happens?
You can always try something like that, I suppose.
Worth a
Sometimes the
shot.
simplest solution.
He's got all those marks on him.
Well, you can try it. If not, Varolus, maybe you could fast forward me like 6 days so I can call upon Orkrag again.
6 days it might take a little while here as well, and whatever that loud explosion was, I don't know if we can afford the time.
What about Uthor? Would he have any insight on how to extract it?
This is like newfangled stuff that, like
Well, I
these
mean-
constructs and I don't know.
It's like the phylacteries, are they not?
Yeah, but that isn't common knowledge among anyone, I don't think.
Let's put the stone
That's
on him
fair.
and see what happens.
It's
Okay.
fine.
So you lay the prince or the king out and put the stone on him?
Roll him out of the bag.
Again.
Yeah.
We keep taking him in and out.
He's gonna lose his freshness.
It's like a comic book just going down in value every time.
Are those primordial creatures aligned with the demons?
Yes, I believe so.
So he could have given them information about what we were doing.
And Jennifer flaps her wings, and she glows a little bit, and the remaining dust of the spider creature / Hirstag simulacrum starts to gather up, swirl, and ding, becomes a tiny little memory stone.
Oh. All right.
Do you want to try the king first?
Yep.
You should
He's
take the
out.
construct out
Who
while
has
we're at
the
it.
stone? You have the stone.
Yeah, here you go.
I'll put it on his head.
I'm dragging the construct out of Pinwin's bag.
I don't think we'll need the construct. Just
For the memory
I drop
stone?
it
I think
back
you'll just
into
need
the bag.
to hold it up to your head.
Oh,
Oh, one of those.
I'll hold it up to my head.
Okay. You hold the memory stone up to your head, and you see flashes of various scenes. You see as if you are this person stalking through this wasteland of rock and lava and heat, and you watch as they follow a familiar form, Hirstag, beaten and bloody through the wasteland. Watch him climb up into a rocky crag, find a cave, and start just basically sleeping, trying to sleep. And you watch for days, and you hunt smaller creatures and shove them into your mouth and chomp their bones beneath your teeth, and come back and watch and see what this creature is up to. And Hirstag, that you recognize, stays for days and days, but he's badly wounded, and he starts to fade, and the last thing you see him do is stumble through the darkness until he finds this glass vessel, looks like a boat, and climbs inside of it and touches the edge, removes his hand, and you can see that there is something written in Druidic on the edge of the boat, and then Hirstag dies. Then the creature approaches, seems to absorb something from him, and suddenly he is him and has gained some of his memories. And you watch as the creature takes the boat down the lava river and follows through and sees those demons being summoned. And then, before it leaves, a voice inside the simulacrum's head says, Go to the material plane, find them, and kill them. And then the creature touches that glowing blue orb on a pedestal pressed into the side of a frozen mountain, and suddenly is there with all of you, and that's where the memory ends.
Was I able to see what was on the boat, the word?
You just saw it was something in Druidic, but you could discern that it was Hirstag's name.
Well, he's gone.
What?
Hirstag's gone.
What do you mean?
He died in the abyss.
How?
He died?
He was too weak. Fighting the hell dragon. He just gave out.
Oh my god, we should have gone and found him.
Well, we didn't know what we would find there.
Can we trust this creature's memory stone?
I mean, it
Did it just kind of look like he was dead?
it happened very similar to how, well, it wasn't Hirstag, but how the thing described it at the time. It was just slightly different, where the creature was stalking Hirstag and waiting for an opportunity, I think, but then Hirstag fell on his own, and then it took his persona after the fact.
Simulacrums are famously able to hold up to 3 different forms. They must, if they choose a new form, they have to swap one out. It is part of their magical nature.
I don't know how easy it would be to bring him back, his spirit back, if he died in the abyss. I don't know how any of that works. I'll have to try someday when we have more resources available.
Yeah.
You guys hear another loud explosion outside the city.
How's that stone coming, Pinwin?
You set the stone on the king, but nothing happens.
I hammer it into his head.
Put it in his mouth.
I don't know what to do.
I don't either.
Nothing would happen if we put it into the construct?
I mean, his consciousness might be in there, but I think we need his actual blood to, well, he might be able to tell us stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What if he, I don't know,
I start
had a
pulling
vial
the
of blood under his
construct out
pillow
of
or
the bag.
something weird? Rich people stuff.
All right, let's go get this construct done again.
Wait, so is it the consciousness of Othis or the king that we have?
We have
You
both
have both.
of them.
Well, you have the lineage stone,
Which has King Gustav's essence
Yeah.
or spirit in it.
and then you have the actual embodiment of Prince Othis.
Maybe Othis would know more about the stones, because he's royalty. And he might be skilled with fighting, and he could help us if we arm
Maybe.
him.
Two.
You want to pop the Othis stone in the construct?
Yeah. I'll put it on. Oh, I'll hand it over.
All right, so you load the stone holding everything that is Prince Othis into the construct and wait.
And he stabs me in the chest.
I'm going to go to the door and kind of peer outside to see what's going on out there.
Okay.
Not obviously, just
Yeah,
poke my
peek
head.
around. Give me a perception check.
18?
You don't see anyone. It seems like, and you're listening to, it sounds abandoned in this castle, which is a very unsettling sound.
Is this not the door to outside?
The door to outside? No, this is just the door exiting the throne room into a hallway.
Okay. Is there windows that go
There are
outside?
stained glass windows up that you could check.
I'll fly up to those and look outside.
Oh, look, it's her.
That's what I wanted.
Kill her!
Okay, so you float up to the stained glass window and you find a clear one.
How did that live?
And you look out.
Will you stop murdering creatures in here?
I had to kill Myra.
That's wild.
You look out and you see that you can see hundreds of people running through the streets fighting each other. You can see a lot of armor, and you can see a building smoldering as it's very recently been blown up.
What did we tell him not to do?
As you clink the Prince Othis stone into the construct, it powers up. Hello, everyone.
Hey,
Hey.
it's us.
Hi!
Wow, it has been a while. What are you all doing?
Trying to
Where
save
are
the
we?
world.
Fair enough.
We're in the throne
What
room.
can I do to help?
We need royal blood. And I am so sorry your kid brother is not alive.
Probably better.
But maybe,
He kind of stares at you.
with his
so
robot face.
he's not an option.
but if you look here,
Gustav
unless
is
he
dead.
is, they did that 7-day ritual thing, and then the lineage stone, it's right here on top of his head, as you see.
He stares at the dead body of his brother.
Any way to fix it? I mean, him?
This is, that's my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're super sorry about that.
We didn't do
The-
it.
the
We tried
council
to
is-
save him.
The council is really fucked up right now. Well, I mean, now they're dead, so there's...
Except for one. There's still one, and I float back down. There's a lot of chaos going down outside. Sorry, I'm discombobulated.
The prince just keeps staring at the form of his brother.
We're going to fix this.
How will you fix it?
We were hoping that you would have some insight into that.
Yeah, anything?
His spirit is tied to that gem.
The lineage stone.
The lineage stone.
Which they need to open the portal to help summon the Great One. And we want to stop that, but there's a lot of shit going on outside right now. A lot of bloodshed, which is part of the ritual to open the portal.
I
And
see.
we want to bring back Gustav because we believe that he can help in stopping all of this.
Well, I know not much about bringing people back from the dead. But if he is dead, we need to find someone of royal blood. Is everyone dead?
Yes. So, I need to know, have you guys, do you guys have secret love children? Do you keep, pools of royal blood hidden somewhere in this castle?
Yeah, 'cause now would be a great time
Pools,
for
vials
that.
would be
Vials
much
would be
better
perfect.
instead of pools, but
I personally do not have any love children. My brother Enengard, he may have. It was rumored that one of my great uncles was quite a philanderer and planted his seed all over, but I'm at a loss.
Do you know how to use lineage stones?
Unfortunately, I am the only one of my family that was unable to use the lineage stone. I know how to use them, but I cannot, as I am not a Arngrim by birth.
What?
So you can only use it if you have the
Did
blood?
you know that?
You did not.
What do you mean you're not of royal blood?
Not technically, no.
How did that happen?
I was taken in as a favor to my late father, who was a good friend of my biological father, who was a great friend of King Gustav.
Who was your biological father?
I never met him. I don't even know his name, but he was a companion and adventurer with my father in his younger days.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
That might not be that one guy from the book, right?
The guy who was
traveling
protecting
with
my
your
mother?
mama? Yeah.
Oh,
what did your
from the
dad
diary?
do for a living? Besides adventuring?
I don't know. He was...
Got a name? Nothing?
And I never learned his name. I just found out when I overheard them talking. When I was younger, I overheard my parents, well, the king and queen speaking about
Okay,
the
so
situation.
it's exploding outside. Can we talk about this later? Can you move and stuff?
I think so, yes. I got accustomed to this form from earlier.
Can you fight?
If you have a weapon that I can fight, preferably a sword.
I pull out my longsword.
I guess this will do. And he hefts it and kind of swipes it around. All right, what's the plan then?
We need to stop. How do we stop people from hurting each other? Maybe we can. We're used to doing the hurt.
Kill them.
Cause more bloodshed. We need something big and distracting that'll scare them or something. You guys have like illusion stuff, right? You can fucking conjure some sort of scary thing to stop fighting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Everything I have is like Healy or Bernie.
What? So we're wanting them to be scared and run away?
We want them to stop rebelling and fighting. Maybe we could tell everyone that the council's dead.
Is this where I did the cloud face? Before?
If you want to give...
Oh, that is where you did, right?
No, that was at the fort.
Did we do any kind of crazy illusion here that we could repeat?
No, not in Deepminster.
But we can make a new one.
The simplest way to announce that the council is dead is to use the bells.
Oh,
They have a
bells.
code for that?
When a king or leader dies, they always ring the bells.
Well, where are the bells?
There, and he gestures towards the windows, just outside of the palace gates.
Oh, God.
If we can get there, they're loud enough to carry through the entire city.
All right. I'm going to make a beeline for the bell. How many times do I got to hit the bell?
You have to hit it twice.
All right, I'm going to go for the bells.
For each person who's dead, or?
Just the 2 times.
Okay.
Maybe you guys can try and stop people from fighting, try and convince them or something while I do that. So we...
Okay.
I don't know.
What is the orb in my bag, though? Can I look at the orb? What's it look like?
Which orb?
Because I
blue
put
orb?
Yeah.
Blue
I
orb?
guess it's probably the orb is what was shielding Jennifer.
And she's
Yeah, that
flew
wasn't.
out.
Yeah, that was like a magical sphere. Like it was like the size of your body.
So it's gone.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
it
cool.
dispersed.
Okay, so I nod
imagine
at
Pinwin crawling into the bag, searching.
Where'd it go?
I nod at Tomar and start heading towards the door
Okay.
to get a lay of the land and see how many people are out there, what's going on, and what we can do.
Okay, so you'll have to travel through the palace to do so, or otherwise you can climb up to the window and see kind of.
Oh, window.
Okay.
Sorry.
So you start walking up the wall, really about 60 feet where the stained glass windows are.
Okay.
Okay, and you can look out and you can see, even though it's night, there are lots of people. There's torches in the city. There's hundreds of people out there fighting.
What's the sky look like?
It's dark. It's cloudy.
Cloudy.
Yeah, a lot of cloud coverage.
You said there was lots of burning.
Yes,
buildings,
there's a
so lots of
burning. There's a
smoke.
smoldering building from a recent explosion. You can see far in the distance. There's another one that exploded. Chances are, if you know how people are,
Is there a lot of moonlight?
No, there's not any moonlight at all. Tomar, you're planning on going to the bell tower.
Yep.
All right. How are you going to do that?
I'm gonna fucking fly at it.
You're still inside.
I'm gonna jump through the window.
Okay, so you
Fly.
break through the window and fly. So you guys just see Tomar just right out the stained glass window,
Under my breath, I go, yeah.
and you just start.
And I'm like, fuck establishment.
Disrespect your surroundings.
Vandalism.
All right, and Willem, you're up by the window, so you see that happen.
Yeah, and I just kind of shield my face. Okay.
What is everybody else going to be doing in this moment? Just standing there.
Otis is just staring awkwardly at his brother's corpse.
Not even biological brother, though.
Well, he's staring at
okay.
me, shoving the body back in the bag.
He does do that.
Yeah.
Will you keep him safe?
Yes, this keeps him really, really safe.
Oh, okay.
Wait. What happened to you guys? You guys have been, you guys were captured together.
Yes, we were. Only Durant was able to escape.
Oh, yeah, he was there. Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
He's just been walking back to Wolf's Rest this whole time.
I thought he stayed at Wolf's Rest.
Yeah, you have seen him since.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't even ask.
Forgot.
Or maybe we did. I don't know.
I think you did. Because I feel like I've talked about this before.
We were too intrigued by baby snakes.
I guess that did happen immediately.
Yeah.
I just picture
so
hitchhiking.
So what happened to you guys?
Well, we were able to bring the Dragora down, and we were feeling a little worried because we weren't sure if you all made it into the portal that Jennifer summoned. And afterwards, we helped the gnomes come through the mountain, but we were accosted by a group of Valtel soldiers and a group of Rothian soldiers, and there was a man called Zerth, Mountain Blade.
Yeah.
He had a disgusting dragon that he was riding on, and they were able to subdue us with some of their magic users. And thinking quickly, I remember Jennifer flying behind me, and then everything went dark, and I believe she took the stone from my construct body and I guess held onto it.
Jennifer, why did you send us to the Starlight Plain of all places?
Yeah, that was pretty
That's
not
a good
fun.
question.
Because I had learned about the Starlight Plain at the Tower of Wisdom, and I had learned essentially that there are things in the Starlight Plain that I felt would be important to go to. I figured if I could send you there, you could perhaps sort out where all of this stuff was coming from. I knew that there had to be something more than what we were seeing at the time. And I also got a hint from Mandoran. He arrived and told me that if you were ever in trouble, the place that I should send you to is the Starlight Plain. He said answers would be found there.
That place sucked.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to give you any hardship. I only wanted to rescue you.
But we did meet Varolus there.
You did meet me there.
Jennifer's Varolus!
Have you guys met? Or do you know anything of one another?
I don't believe we have met, but it's well met, Jennifer. Well met, Varolus.
We also met an Archfey.
Yes, you met Olafheist.
Yes.
And he is the worst of all worst. I hope we never have the misfortune to go back to the Starlight Plain.
Why do you hate them so much?
Because it is because of being trapped in the Starlight Plain that I was unable to come back here and do what I set out to do.
What did you set out to do?
Well, be with the bloody brawlers and help them, but now I'm learning so much more about... Well, perhaps, now that I think about it, perhaps it was a good thing that I was sucked away, because if I had been complicit in what had transpired, I don't think I could have lived with myself. But now I have a new purpose. I must help you in this endeavor, and then find my people.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was great catching up. How do we get people outside to stop fighting?
I don't really know the answer to that.
You don't have any tricky spells?
I mean, if we could do something with misdirection, perhaps, but that's a lot of people fighting out there.
I know.
I hope the bells work.
And what are we going to do about royal blood?
I don't know.
And was Myra telling the truth? Is Calcifer on his way here?
I also don't know that, but
She didn't actually say that.
I thought she did.
We asked her where Calcifer was and where he was coming from, and she was like, he's not coming here.
yeah,
I thought she was-
indirectly implied that he would be,
Because she was lying.
Oh.
maybe. Who knows what she was telling the truth about? She dead now.
Sorry.
Sorry, that was me.
Sorry, that was a little far. I have an idea to maybe at least distract the people from fighting, and maybe get them to stop.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast some spells up here.
May I ask which ones?
What sort of spells are you going to be casting, Willem?
We're gonna do a little bit of minor illusion. We're
Okay,
gonna do
nothing
a
that
little
would
bit of...
destroy the palace, though, correct?
No. It's all gonna be illusory.
That is better, yes.
Yeah. So I'm up at the window.
Okay.
How far above
Hundreds of feet.
the city? Okay. Am I able to climb out the window and go descend uply further? Farther.
Yeah, probably. You've seen this palace before from the city streets. It's pretty
Okay.
tall.
Assassin's Creed it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna spider climb
Spider
it.
walk.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk up there. I'm gonna look for the highest point that I can get to.
Okay. So you probably be best sticking your head out the hole that Tomar made, and looking up. And yeah, you see that it climbs clear up like quite a ways still.
Okay. I with my elbow, I just kind of knock the rest of the glass out, and then make my way out there so I can walk up.
Okay. So you start heading up to the top of the palace. What are the rest of you guys gonna do?
I mean, Pinwin has an ability that's meant
Yeah.
to target a massive crowd of people.
We can totally go outside.
Crowd
Is there
control.
a way to get outside with shadow that's not a window?
I mean, trying to go out the front door.
Okay.
Shut the front door.
Well, yeah,
the
we'll
fuck
try to
in.
go out the front door.
Are you gonna go as well?
Well, I'm not going to stay up here by myself.
Okay.
I want them to come with me.
Okay. So you guys begin your descent. Ascent down, downly. God, this is getting confusing. Through the palace. Tomar, you reach the bell tower.
Is there a means of ingress?
You see, I mean, you can fly, so yeah, you can see the open area at the
Just an
top.
exposed bell.
Exposed bell indeed.
I'm gonna fucking whack that fucking bell twice with my hammer.
So you fly up, you take your hammer out, and you stand in front of the bell. Willem, you reach the topmost tower of the palace.
Okay.
And you're very, very high up, so I hope you're not afraid of heights.
No. It's just the water. Is there any water?
You're surrounded by water. It's in the air.
I kill myself. All right, so I get a lay of the land. I'm looking around. I'm looking for the lowest part of clouds that's closest to us.
Okay.
And maybe due to some of the smoke, maybe there's a little bit more obfuscation of the sky that's closer to the ground.
Yeah.
And I know Tomar was heading off to whack of the bells, so right now that's going to be my cue, and I wait to hear the bells.
Okay. You all rush through the palace and are able to easily, with Verolus's help, get through. He's making holes. You guys just basically run down the hallway, and when it's a turn, he just swipes his hand and a hole opens up, and you guys just continue.
Fuck doors.
You guys just make a beeline right through, and Prince Othis seems a little bit not happy about that, but
How can we tell his face is wood?
every time it happens, he kind of twitches. He's just
A little splintered.
a tear rolls down his cheek.
This is some third act fuckery.
He
We don't got time for doors. Michael Bay.
and you guys very quickly make it through the palace and out the front door and start running down the courtyard. And Gorbel, are you going to wait for them, or are you just going to go as fast as possible?
I'm gonna wait
Okay.
for them.
All right. So you guys, if you were to look up, you would see Willem getting in position at the top of the tower, and if you were to look over, you would see Tomar flying into the bell tower and out just outside the palace gates and landing inside. And as you reach the gates, you can see tons of people fighting in the streets. You can see that there's a wall of guards in front of the gates trying to hold this wild crowd back from getting inside, and they're screaming, "Let us in! We're gonna kill the council!" And these guards are like ting ching, like blocking them. It's a big ass brawl out there. Tomar, you are lifting your hammer. Do you want to crack this bell?
I will double crack this bell.
Okay, so Tomar, you swing and boom, and you rear back. You wait for it to sway back and forth, boom, and then you hit it again, and Willem, you hear the bells chiming.
Right. So I'm going to cast Minor Illusion. I'm going to use it to make a sound.
Okay.
I'm going to make this sound. I'm going to emulate the dragon that we heard in Ravenmoor.
Okay.
And I want it to just boom over the whole city so that
The bone dragon.
The bone dragon, so that people in the streets hear that shit and get shook.
Okay. So as you hear that, then you, and then you hear, everyone hears this super loud from somewhere, and it sounds like the fucking bone dragon just everywhere at once. Pinwin, you're at the gates. You see these people fighting. What would you like to do?
Are the people reacting at all?
It's all happening at pretty much the same time, so they haven't had a moment to react.
Is this where we talked about a big distraction? Is that what you were talking?
I mean, you have a crowd of people.
Yeah. I will take out my lute
Okay.
and I'll start playing and start with enthralling performance.
So you hit your lute, the bells are ringing, and then you hear this ripping through the city.
I'm so confused.
I don't know what to react to.
And what are you going to do for your enthralling performance?
How does it work again?
Once per short rest, you can choose 5 creatures that watch and listen to you perform
Oh,
for
it's just
1 minute.
5. Okay.
5? I thought it increases. I don't know. Start playing like a lullaby kind of thing.
Okay.
Can you read what it does, though?
Yeah. Once per short rest, you can choose 5 creatures that watch and listen to you perform for 1 minute. Each target makes a wisdom saving throw, DC 19, and is charmed if it fails for an hour or until it takes any damage you attack it, or it sees you attack or damage its allies.
I got a 1. So,
All right.
and that'll be for all of them.
Okay.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
All right, so you start playing a lullaby, and so despite the bells ringing and the dragon roaring, these 5 guards turn around and like wrap their fingers around the iron gate of the gate, and they just stare at you, Pinwin, and their eyes are super wide as you start playing this like really nice melody. Gorbel, what are you doing in this moment?
I'm like, oh, shit. Are we performing now? So I start dancing.
I'm gonna fly down towards them if I can see them. Can I see them?
Yeah, you can see them pretty clearly.
Let me know when I get there.
Okay. With the sound of the bells, you do see a lot of confusion, and then the second later, with the roaring, you see a lot of like ducking around, and people do start running. A bunch of people start running as the echoes through the city, and some people that were cheering because they heard the bells are now running in terror. So there's a lot of confusion, no longer fighting in the streets and a lot of running. And 5 guards completely enraptured by Pinwin on the other side of the gate and Gorbel's dance moves. And you slowly land next to them.
Gorbel, you need to yell and tell everyone the council is dead and to go back to their homes. Like, do something that'll convince everyone. I would do it, but I don't know. I'm not good at that stuff, and I give her guidance.
Okay.
I don't know how many people are going to hear me.
+3 to your roll.
Okay.
Do you have prestidigitation?
No.
Damn it. Does anybody?
I do.
You might be able to cast it on her and make her voice louder.
Yeah, let's do it.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've still got a big crowd of people that are starting to like scatter, trying to get away. So what would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to let them cast prestidigitation.
Okay. Are you going to climb up or are you going to stay where you are behind the fence?
I'm going to kind of climb up the fence a little bit, so
Okay.
I'm just like perched up high.
There are 2 large solid pillars, and then it's a solid brick wall. It's just the gate that's made of metal. So
Okay. I'll climb up the gate and
Okay.
get to the pillar.
okay, and so you stand at the top of the pillar. Mm-hmm. And you're pretty sure your voice is going to be loud.
I clear my throat and I scream out to everyone, "The council is dead!"
And you see the people that were running freeze. And they start to turn around when they hear your voice. And everybody's kind of looking up at you.
Stop fighting!
Give me persuasion.
+3.
Yeah,
They're
plus
just
3.
like, wait a minute, that's what we were doing, and then go back to fighting.
29.
Not bad.
Hey.
That's you. They seem to be listening to you, but you hear somebody yell out, "Where's the dragon?"
I quietly think, they're asking about the dragon. Shit.
I don't know about the dragon.
Should I tell them it's fake or...
I don't know. Was it fake?
I don't know. You're safe, I think.
Persuasion at a disadvantage.
Tell them to go back to their homes to avoid the dragon, and we'll deal with the dragon.
We'll fight the dragon.
Can I give her advantage by helping or something?
You can remove the disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You'll roll again since you rolled both of them.
That I don't think that should count. It was stuck on its side, and then when I pulled it, it went to the good
I'm
one.
gonna roll 8 times.
I'll give you one more.
That was a natural 1.
Oh. All right.
I was trying to be fair.
add your persuasion because you don't automatically fail on a natural 1 for skill.
So 2.
No. 18.
18.
Yeah.
You have 17 for
Plus
persuasion.
17.
Yeah.
That's good.
So they're like, who are you? You hear from the crowd. How can you fight a dragon?
Oh.
We've done it before.
Who are you?
Are we keeping our identity a secret or are we good?
I don't know.
You hear like a.
Every time I reveal our identity, everyone's like, "Hey, we're sneaking." I turn back to the crowd. We're the wolves of fucking Moonreach.
And people are like, you hear like an audible gasp, and then people start muttering. And you hear like someone yell from the back, "Did you kill the council?"
Hell yeah, we did.
Yep.
Laughed the boy.
Give me persuasion. Or, yeah, I guess persuasion.
Okay.
Guidance?
He doesn't need it.
7 plus
3.
35.
Okay. They killed the council. Is the king dead?
Not by our hands.
And we're gonna bring him back.
Yay!
The king is safe with us.
Give me deception.
We're getting conflicting answers.
I didn't know they were going to be grilling me this hard.
Well, I mean, they're fighting for a reason.
You keep rolling 18s. That's good.
35.
Keep doing that.
Guys, you hear it. The king is safe with the wolves. The king is safe with the wolves. The king is safe with the wolves. And then you just start hearing people cheering like, woo, yeah! Like the entire, hundreds of people outside the gates are cheering now.
Well, they're not fighting
Wolves, 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 wolves,
And that
wolves,
feels pretty good.
wolves, wolves, wolves.
Ow!
anymore. I'm okay with this line.
Yeah. Feel good.
So go back to your homes.
Don't spill no more blood in the city.
Everything is fine.
Keep each other safe.
Love each other.
We'll talk about the government on the nuts. We'll figure it out.
Willem, have you been heading back? You will have made it back by now.
that was only half
You
my
hear-
plan, but evidently I only needed half of it, so I'm just like, all right. I start heading back down.
And
These people
everyone
are
starts dispersing. The guards, that were enthralled are no longer enthralled.
Well, aren't they enthralled for like an hour?
Are they enthralled for an hour?
Damn, that's
think so.
exhausting.
Well, 5 of them are still staring at you, Pinwin. The rest are, glaring at all of you.
Who's the next in command after the executive branch?
You might not know the answer to that.
Well, I'm asking a guard.
Oh, okay.
One of the nicer ones, the smiley one.
The smiley one.
He barely knows who wipes his ass.
Well, that would be our new Lord Master of the Guard, Scipio.
Scipio?
Scipio.
The master of the guard?
Yes, he was recently bumped up to Lord Master of the Guard.
That seems really suspicious.
Right?
Can we meet Scipio?
Well, I don't know where he's at, but sure, I guess. Well, did you really kill the council?
All but one. There's one still fucking around somewhere.
If you tell us where he is, we'll kill him.
Well, she is
Oh shit, it's
in
a
a
she.
safe place.
Are you guarding her?
Some of us are.
Well, they're doing bad stuff, man. They conspired to kill the king. They wanted power for themselves. They
wanted everybody out here to kill each other.
to release a demon.
Both of you guys roll persuasion.
I mean, I'm sure you must have heard about other places being sieged and attacked.
25.
12. Guidance on myself. I slapped 16.
Okay. They seem like they're starting to come around to you guys, but they do look a little skeptical. What's to say you won't just kill us if we help you? We heard how bloodthirsty you are.
We just stopped everybody from killing each other. Why are we bloodthirsty?
I mean, we could easily kill you anyway. We're talking to you one-on-one, friendly.
You see eyes going to you guys as different weapons there.
I'm sure you've heard.
Oh, you have weapons too.
I'm sure you've heard.
No, they're looking at you guys as weapons,
I'm sure
kind of caution.
I'm sure you've heard of how dangerous we can be. The power we wield is beyond most mortal people. I have the power of the legacy of the dwarves at my hands. So, but we don't want to hurt you. We don't want to hurt anyone. We want this violence to stop once and for all. We're trying to save this world.
Go ahead and both of you roll persuasion. With advantage.
16.
20.
20. They seem to begrudgingly accept what you have to say, especially because they're looking at your weapons and they look like they don't want any of that business. They're just kind of glancing around at you guys, and you all look very powerful.
I could speak at you when you fucking go blind. I didn't say that in person. It's just something that...
It's just something I've been kicking around.
The one that spoke to you, yes, we'll show you. We'll show you where to go.
You're a good lad.
Thank you.
Are you from here?
I am not. I am from a small village near Rose Lake. I came here with dreams of glory of becoming a great knight, and here I am, just in the guard.
Well, we have business in Rose Lake. There's some trouble a-brewing there. So if you want to help the people in Rose Lake or nearby, maybe you could come with us.
I'll think about that.
Also, how exactly did all of this fighting out here start?
Well, there was a group of individuals that, probably 100 rebels, that began attacking guards in the city and inciting a riot among the commoners, and it really got out of hand. In fact, we thought we were dead here, trying to make our last stand to protect the royal palace and the king and the council.
Do you know where their leader is?
I know where she is, yeah.
She?
You're talking about the council?
No, the rebels.
Oh, I do not know where they are, but...
Well, we can give you a tip on where we think they are, at least their leader that we know of.
They all get a very serious expression on their face. Where?
He might be just a lackey, but he'll know better than most where to find where this came from. We're not with the rebels. We don't agree with the council, but they were definitely bad, and they were definitely trying to usurp the throne. But we don't want bloodshed in the town. And then I explain where he is, wherever the fuck that was, whatever.
Alfie's Ale House.
Alfie's Ale House. He's a real prick. So.
And the array of guards, there's about 15 guards standing there. They all kind of like give each other glances. You'll be able to find council member Thundara. She's at the bathhouses. If you go there, she's being held safely by some of her hand-picked guards. We'll go deal with this man at the alehouse. What did you say his name was?
Gambin?
Yeah.
Oh, Gambin. That's what.
Gambin.
Gambin. All right. Well, thank you, wolves. Perhaps we'll meet again if...
Anything we need to know about these hand-picked guards?
Yes, they have an array of abilities that are special. They are some of the most elite outside of the Crown's Guard.
They could jump really high.
One of the guys can double dribble real well.
Oh, shit.
Fuck.
Isn't double dribble a bad thing?
Not the way he does it, my friend. It's a sight to behold.
Okay. Sports ball.
You can football it right into that net.
He can also he can also double bounce on a trampoline. He's the guy you want. If you're on the trampoline, he'll double bounce you.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Good luck, wolves. And they they all run off.
Well, that went pretty well.
You were really charismatic. That was good.
It was really hard.
We should start doing the hut thing because that's fun. Or something like
To the
it.
bathhouse?
No, just like when we go away together.
Well, I mean, let's go to the bathhouse.
Hey, while they're doing that, I'm trotting alongside Prince Othis.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know the layout of the bathhouse?
I do, yes.
Hot.
So our party right now.
Yeah.
Us four, a fucking turtle wizard, a fucking chicken wizard, a fucking Mokujin motherfucker with a sword.
Well, I just see all this from afar because I feel like I didn't make it down all the way, and so I just see you guys start hut-hutting off, and I'm just like, the fuck?
We've never hut-hutted.
So I just start kind of running to catch up, like, what the fuck is going on?
And Prince Othis knows the location of the bathhouse. So
Does he know
starts-
the layout of it?
Yes, he said he does. So anyway.
Spent a lot of nights in there.
So we need to know how to sneak in and attack.
Maybe don't take the wooden robot into the like steamy.
Well, that's why I'm asking.
Wet bathhouse.
He's lacquered. He's fine.
Okay. Stained and sealed.
I think I can find a back entrance for sure. I've spent plenty of time there.
Did you ever meet Thundara?
I've met Thundara, yes.
Any hot tips on how to take her down?
I don't know. She doesn't seem martial. She always seemed level-headed and probably the most forthright of all of the members of the council. It would surprise me quite a bit to know that she had any hand in my brother's death. But I guess here we are.
Maybe you can help us question her, since you know her.
Are we taking a questioning approach?
I mean, we might
Or
as
a
well.
killy approach.
We might as well, at least. I mean, we're out of council members now.
Well, should we kill the guards, save her, or, spare all of them?
I mean, we'll kill the guards to show our power to her, and then the questioning begins. Sorry, I was treating like Hirstag.
All right, so you guys run down a few streets. It's not far. You turn a corner and you see that there's this beautiful like terraformed area that looks like it was very intentionally made. It's a hill with a lot of butting up with with a lot of butting up with really nice terrain features, rocks, flowers, and stuff like that. And off above on the hill, pushed back a ways, is this oblong building, and you can see steam rising out of it. You have reached the bathhouse.
Ooh. This is the safe place.
Well, it is curious that they describe this as a safe place, because this is an exposed area. I'm not sure what's going on. I would be on my guard.
And this is where Thundara is? I'd say catching up.
Yeah, all of a sudden Willem's there.
Oh, yeah, Willem.
Hey, buddy.
Good chance that this is probably some sort of secret headquarters and it's heavily fortified.
Is that typical of bathhouses?
It's typical of the council.
Never trust a masseuse.
That's why they're holed up here, is because it's secretly heavily fortified.
Interesting.
Can we percept upon the building as we walk?
Give me a perceptipon check.
I'm gonna fondle one of the bricks.
You learn nothing, but feel bad.
That's a 13 on the perception.
Okay.
It's a bad roll.
Anybody else want to perceive?
I'll give it a go.
Don't you have advantage on spotting
break
hidden,
my finger on a brick.
on spotting hidden traps and stuff
This
as a
is-
rogue?
Yeah,
30.
probably.
And
technically,
reliable talent and
Yeah.
stuff.
23.
23?
30.
Holy shit, Gorbel.
I percepted.
Yeah.
Finally.
with reliable talent, that's a 19.
Okay, so Tomar, you're...
Fuck is that?
yeah, this is a bizarre looking place.
Beth?
But you guys are looking around, and you can see, like I said, the steam kind of rising up, and you can see the clouds are starting to break just a touch, and a little shaft of moonlight has come down, lighting up a path that kind of goes around the outside that doesn't go the main path up there, and Prince Othis points to it. That would be our quarry now. That's the way we should go. We can go in through the servants' entrance, and I think we will be unhindered in our passage.
Do you think all these people are going to be very on guard considering all the chaos outside stopped?
There's something very strange about what's going on right now. I would be very, very careful. This doesn't make any sense. Why the bathhouses? They're the royal bathhouses. They're just there for relaxation and leisure.
You never saw anything strange in here?
Well,
No, not that.
I suppose, if I'm remembering correctly, it did seem like I would see Lord Volmark meet people here at the bathhouse. They always went into one of the back rooms that weren't associated with the baths themselves. But I never...
What rooms are not associated with baths in a bathhouse?
I think they're, like, massage rooms, or there's a garden in the center. They could have gone there, but I only saw it maybe 2 times.
Who wants a death ward?
I'll take it.
Give me that death ward.
Nobody else is going to want a death ward?
I want that.
Who
Give it to me and I'll go in
All right.
and scout ahead.
I slap you on the back of the head, and then you get a death ward. So, the first time you would drop to 0 hit points as a result of taking damage, you'll instead drop to 1 hit point, and the spell will end. And that lasts for 8 hours.
Okay. All right. So with the death ward, I'll scout ahead, and I'll pop back out and let you know. Coast is clear. Unless it's not.
Okay.
And then wait. Do you have telepathic bond?
Sure do.
Gold bond medicated by. I bet you'll find some gold bond in there.
Probably some Bengay. My voice
Some
cracked
icy hot.
really oddly right when I said Bengay.
How many of us do we have right now?
62.
You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if you include a shadow, 6, 7, 8 people.
Perfect.
And a corpse.
All right.
But he's in the bag of holding, so like
Yeah.
he doesn't even count.
And a king corpse in a bag.
We
Tree.
can
Holding.
In a whole bag.
we can all be connected.
Yes.
I guess it makes sense that Hirstag was not Hirstag. Like, how the hell would he have gotten back? Like, actually.
Even Mandorin seemed very confused by that. I
sucks.
can't say that I'm...
What's even worse is that I may need to go get his body at some point.
He did convert. He's one of your flock.
All right. Well, task at hand.
You're right. Sorry.
He's wandering. His soul's wandering, not in the Hall of Champions.
I start with a brisk jog.
All right, you skirt around the
Trip on a
outside of...
rock. Fall down, scrape your knee.
Nose first right into a rock.
It just stops moving. It's the lamest way.
And no movement, and then just like the slightest like back spasm, and then nothing again.
You skirt around the outside of the estate and come up through a very heavily used servants' pathway towards the back of the place. And you can see in the dark there is one guard standing by a door. He doesn't seem to have noticed you, though.
Are there any trees or anything nearby?
There are not.
Are there any pillars?
No, it's pretty much a straight shot. He's on the top of the rise of the hill. You're down view of him.
Okay. I am going to cast invisibility.
Okay. You become the night.
And okay, so path in front of me. What's on the sides of the path?
Hills with a few flowers and stuff like that, but it gets very barren as you go up. It's just grass.
In the bathhouse, it doesn't like it's not like a sprawling building towards me. It's just behind him, like
It's behind him and spread out like kind of off to your right.
Okay. And how tall is it?
Not super tall. It's probably like 15-foot walls and then a roof.
Okay. I'm going to briskly jaunt off the path over towards the nearest wall.
Okay.
And as I approach it at said brisk speed, just kind of do a little running jump at it and spider walk up the wall to the roof.
Okay. You make it to the roof very easily.
Sweet. And I'm going to look around and see if I can find any like skylights or anything like that.
You do see that there are a few alcoves in the ceiling where steam is escaping.
I'm going to make my way to the closest one.
Okay. You make your way there and you look in and you can see that there is a large square section of the ground that has been filled with water, almost like a pool, but a large bath. There's no one in it though, and the water is still as if no one's been in it for a while.
How large is the opening?
You could fit through it.
Okay. I'm going to kind of get down on my hands and knees and poke my head through.
Okay.
Upside down to get a lay of the room.
You see a large marble room that is completely empty. You can see that there's like tables and stuff like that. There are some robes and towels waiting on them, but there's no one in there.
Do I hear anything out of the ordinary or
Give me a
any
perception
voices?
check.
19.
You can hear the sound far away. You can hear like a crying from someone.
Can I tell child, woman?
Sounds like maybe a woman crying. Weeping.
Weeping. Like open weeping.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's disconcerting. Okay, so I pop back up and look for the next steam
Spot.
escape.
all of them that you
Slit.
pop your head into, they're in empty rooms that are pretty much the same. All of them look very similar.
Okay.
And none of the water has been touched.
Okay. I'm going to make my way back to where I saw the guard standing at the door.
Yep.
And I'm going to jump down behind him.
Okay.
Dagger drawn.
All right.
And going to grab him from behind.
Okay, give me acrobatics and then sleight of hand.
29 for acrobatics.
Okay.
And 27 for sleight of hand.
So you slip down silently. You land perfectly, just kind of like a drop, and then what are you going to do?
So I'll hold him and have the dagger to his throat.
Please don't kill me. Who is this?
Quiet. Where are you keeping Thundara?
Well, she's inside.
Yes. Where
Who
inside?
are you?
It's inconsequential to the conversation at hand.
They're out here! He screams.
And stab.
You guys in the front hear, they're out here!
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
We
Willem,
better
are you
go
right
in.
We heard a guy yell, they're
Yep.
out here in there.
Yep. Tried to take the diplomatic route, and that backfired.
Well, that'll teach you.
That backfired on me, so
Were you invisible the whole time or no?
I was.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you're not.
Now I'm not.
Okay. All right, well, we'll come in. Any traps or anything on
I didn't see any traps. It looks pretty open for the most part. The only thing that I heard that was weird, I could hear crying. It sounded like a woman weeping somewhere in there. It seemed like all the actual bathhouses, the pools, and the steam rooms were empty. So wherever they're holed up at, it's somewhere like maybe an office or something like that.
All right. Can you tell us where to go once we get in here?
I'll bust in and I'll kind of be your eyes ahead. I'll be one step ahead of you guys and let you know what's
be
up.
Be careful because they might actually have elite guards somewhere.
We'll be good.
All right.
And I bust through the door.
Okay, you give me strength.
You hurt your elbow.
You bounce hilariously off of it.
Tennis elbow. 13.
13. Okay, so you kick the door and part of it starts to bust, but you're able to kick it a couple of times and it eventually breaks through. And you're standing in a hallway in the bathhouse, and it's very warm inside instantly.
Did you check to see if it was locked first?
I honestly, I didn't even.
This is cooler.
It's cooler. It's quicker. I honestly didn't think that it'd even be locked. There was a guard posted there, but yeah.
It's just one of those rice paper doors. Just kick it. Oh my god! I want
surprisingly resilient.
I want to see that in a satire movie.
You go to kick it, and it's just like elastic. Like, shit.
And as you enter the hallway, Willem, you see two guards wearing silver armor starting to run down.
Would you quit feeding him ideas? He's like, oh yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, okay. I was just going to let you go in there, but that's a good idea.
And she was going to be defenseless.
He's like, guards. Actually, you know what? There's a fucking dragon in there.
They draw their weapons and advance on you, Willem. Roll initiative.
Does reliable talent count for initiative?
Nah, man.
All right, so that's a 12.
A 12? Okay. They reach you first with their swords drawn. Both of them have swords. They both look to be humans. And the first one swipes at you and does not hit. You are able to evade. You block underneath, or you dodge underneath the blade. The other one comes at you and also misses. You're able to like just dance around them.
Matrix.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna draw the blade of Kerikian.
All right. You.
I'm gonna start taking these fuckers to school.
Okay.
Sick. That's a 30.
You connect with the first one.
All right. And I'm gonna do my extra attack.
Okay.
Or do I roll damage for that one and then do?
Yeah, roll the damage, then do your extra attack.
14 damage.
14 damage. All right, you cleave into this guy's shoulder, and he screams out,
My shoulder!
And then I've got. I'm kind of facing him sideways,
Okay.
and I've got the sword in his shoulder, with my right arm stretched out. Where in proximity is the other?
directly in front of you.
Okay.
Yes.
Like this. Okay. So I'm going to use my weight and the momentum to pull the sword out, and as I do so, I'm gonna spin and swing at the other guard's neck.
Okay.
That is a 28.
You hit.
Sick. And that's only a 9. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 9.
Okay, 9 damage to that guy. All right, you swing and get him, like you clip his neck a little bit, and he. At that moment, the rest of you arrive in the doorway, and you see that Willem is fighting 2 of these guards at once.
How far away are we?
About 10 feet.
I'll go to shoot at one of them.
I'll do a Sacred Flame.
Okay. You guys will you'll do this outside of initiative since it'll be a surprise.
Do a dex save on the guy on the right.
Okay.
I'll do a fairy fire.
Fairy fire. Okay.
You'll also light up Willem, just so you know.
Nah, poop.
That would
Never
be
mind.
a 17.
Don't want to do
Alright.
fairy fire.
Okay. You're going to do what, Pinwin?
Shoot at one of them.
Okay.
Shoot.
Ah.
Ugh.
Why are you using the little one?
23.
Okay, I guess that works.
Yeah.
You hit.
Yay!
The guy on the right takes 14 radiant damage as a beam of light falls down upon him from above.
You said 14.
Yeah.
He goes down.
I cast. The other one's still up.
Yes.
I cast blindness, deafness.
Okay. We'll say that. Okay.
I want
What's
to
the
cast
save?
blindness.
Okay. What's the save?
19.
Okay. He does not save. So you make him blind, and all of a sudden he's. Ah! You're gonna shoot him. He's the one left standing.
Yup, and I got 10 damage.
To hit.
Oh, wait.
Oh no, you did hit him.
I
Okay,
did hit, yeah.
gotcha. 10 damage. All right. He takes an arrow right in the chest. He's and he drops to one knee.
I'll shoot again while he's down.
Okay.
21.
You hit.
Yay. 9.
He's dead.
He goes down.
Yes.
So now you guys are all in this hallway.
So much for elite guards. Ass kick. Look at the dead guy. Ass kick. Ass kick.
I check their bodies to see if they have any keys.
Okay. You check over and you do find a set of keys. There are 3 keys on the ring.
Any
Okay.
other sweet gear?
One of them has a nice silver-hilted dagger, and you find a total of 5 gold pieces.
Ooh, hello.
Cool.
Do any of the keys have any distinctive features?
Not really. 2 of them are gold, and 1 of them is silver. That's the only real distinctive.
Gotcha. Okay.
There has to be more guards, right?
I'm sure there are. We're probably gonna run across a swath of them at some point.
Yeah.
Nothing a good old wall of fire can't fix.
Wait, and
I hear that.
you heard crying?
Yeah, there was a woman crying. I'm not sure
like that.
why or from where, but they definitely weren't in any of the actual bathhouses. So I'd say let's start searching all these side rooms.
Yeah.
How many side rooms are there?
You see
Are they
two
made of
doorways.
paper?
I thought you said sad rooms.
100%. All of them. You see two doorways in this hallway that don't
Sad
lead to
hand
bathhouses.
Whack, whack, whack.
There's one about 10 feet away from you, and there's another one about 30 feet down the hallway.
I'm gonna roll perception.
Okay.
To see the doorway harder.
Oh.
Yeah, it's an empty hallway other than
We
that.
have to get
Can I get this one more time? I was adding the gold. I'm sorry.
What?
Can I get the description one more time? I was adding gold.
Oh, that's fine. There's two doorways, one 10 feet away from you on your left and one 30 feet away from you on your left.
Well, I'm going to check the one close to us.
All right. You open the door and you see a large room. Inside the room, in a circle, are 12 cowled individuals, all wearing robes.
shut that door.
Back out slowly.
And inside, you can also hear a woman crying, like in agony.
Okay, can we discern that she's in the center of these
She is.
robed figures? Do these robed figures look familiar, as if maybe from a cave that we
Yeah, they
happened
look
upon
very
before?
familiar.
I fucking hate this.
I'm gonna.
Do their hands glow any specific color?
At the moment, no.
Was
Okay.
this the
How much
better
space is
room?
between her and them?
You can't see. She's somewhere in there, but they're separated by about 10 feet in the circle. So
All right.
somewhere in that 10 feet.
So I step into the doorway a little bit and I go, I'm going to need you to step away from the woman.
And that startles them. You can tell. And two of them closest to you turn. Well, they all start turning, but the two closest to you turn all the way around and leave like a gap. And you can see that underneath the hoods are these sunken, eyeless, teeth and tongueless faces staring back at you, their jaws drooping, their skin stretched tight as if right over a skeleton. And in the gap between, you can see in the circle there has been a smattering of blood and symbols drawn on the floor, and in the center of this is a woman. She seems to be partially melted to the floor.
Oh,
And she's
no.
weeping uncontrollably. And as she sees you, and she's like, "Help me, help!" And that's where we're gonna end for the
Oh
night.
my
Oh.
gosh.
Oh, shit. Wait,
Seth.
for fuck, real?
Melted
For real.
to the floor.
Melted.
Ooh! I didn't think we were that far in.
It's like Sigourney Weaver in Alien Resurrection. There was that one that was like, help me.
yeah.
Nasty.
All right. So let's give everybody across the board 1 point of boon.
One.
Everybody can have 4 points of boon.
Oh, okay.
Siak. Yeah.
What if I roll a d6 and I get that many more boon?
That's a cool argument, Bill. I'll allow it.
Thank you, Tomas.
Yeah.
Excellent. I now have 19 boon.
Oh man, I feel like a lot happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else do you guys need boons for?
I killed another council member.
1 boon.
I brought back the tackling.
1 boon.
Willem killed Myra.
I killed Myra
1 boon.
Exploded her.
as a gnat.
Pinwin moved the guards.
Oh, 1 boon.
I moved to the guards.
1 boon.
I dispersed the unruly crowd.
You did assist. Everybody, all of you guys will get an additional boon for that.
Yes.
I donked the bell.
That's part of the
Oh.
assist part.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Gorbel convinced a crowd with prestige.
I kind of
Oh.
did all of that as one extra boon.
Ooh, I
'Cause you
called
guys all
out
control.
Myra for her fucking lies.
And called her a bitch like twice.
And slapped her. That was
And
fun.
the
And
pinching.
pinched her.
That was
Okay,
fun.
all of that deserves 2 boons.
Yeah.
Good job.
Just straight up being a bully, like like an elementary school bully to her.
It was funny.
Fucking tell me.
Death warding Willem.
1 boon.
Not that it was an issue yet.
Taken. Well, I didn't. Fucking up them guards.
Ah.
Yeah, 1 boon.
Tomar was very charismatic. with the guards.
Surprisingly, I won't give you a boon for that, but I am going to give you a +1 to both intimidation and persuasion.
Hey,
Look at you.
Cool.
Intimidation, too.
So I have a +1 bonus to them now.
Wait, don't you have one for intimidation since that's based on strength?
Well, I guess, yeah. It's just not listed. I guess I need to customize it.
Assisting in the interrogation of Myra.
Yeah, you can actually. Why don't you take an extra point or an extra plus to your intimidation?
Okay.
getting some info from Jennifer.
Yeah, that's a boon.
I kind of helped interrogate, like slammed my hand on the floor and was yelling at him.
Oh yeah, that was
You can
fun.
have a +1 to your intimidation.
Yeah, I'm not very intimidating, but I intimidated today. Oh yeah, I growled at her. Yeah.
Holy shit! I have a +6 to persuasion. It's it's one of my fucking proficient skills.
Somehow with low charisma.
And I haven't. Well, I mean, I chose it at some point, but then I didn't. I haven't been using the bonus at all.
Wow.
We'll say that it We'll say that it stems from. What's your intelligence score?
14. But it's probably because my dad was charismatic.
Well, I would say, actually, since your charisma score is low, I would say that yours is most likely based on the most logical choice. You're able to reason with people in a way that's not necessarily persuading them by your force of personality, but this makes the most sense.
I mean, my
Spark the
background,
shit out of 'em.
My background was guild artisan, so I probably did a lot of
Negotiating,
bartering and stuff with merchants.
I'd
But
say
in a
that's
very shrewd, cold, logical way.
If you don't give me a deal, I'll headbutt you tomorrow, baby.
All right, let's get down to MVPC. That's right, the game's most valuable player character for this session. You will vote on who you think deserves an extra 5 boon points. You guys got to be getting close to your first boon. Well, one of you is. I can tell that.
If I win, I get a
Don't let that persuade you, folks. So think about it for just a moment, and then what you'll do is you will vote based on the person. Willem is 1, Tomar is 2, Pinwin is 3, and Gorbel is 4. And once I count to 3, you'll hold up that many fingers. So take a moment, decide who you want to vote for.
Got it.
Lock it in. Lock in your votes, folks.
Locked in.
1, 2, 3, vote. All right, we've got 3 votes for Gorbel and 1 vote for Willem. Gorbel, why'd you vote for Willem?
Because he killed Myra. He's also the one who discovered that she had turned into a flea. Mm-hmm. He did a lot of sneaking, which was very helpful. He did the whole recon mission into the bathhouse, so I felt like he gave us a huge leg up.
That is a great point, and it reminded me that I was going to give you a point of boon for being the person to spot that Myra had turned into a flea. So go ahead and add another point.
Thank you.
Some good flea peeping.
Fleeping.
Willem, why'd you vote for Gorbel?
Fleeping in the bathhouse. That's the episode.
In the bathhouse. Yeah, that's good. I voted for Gorbel. Per usual, when I vote for Gorbel, because Gorbel was being Gorbel, bringing back the childhood rivalry or relationship that we had with Myra, with the pinching and the slapping and the "don't be such a bitch," and just all around improv, go flying by the seat of her pants, convincing the townsfolk with stuff that she wasn't even really sure about, and just opening that way of communication.
Nice. Pinwin, why'd you vote for Gorbel?
Yeah, I thought the pinching and the slapping and stuff was really funny. And then she helped stop the bloodshed in the town, which was awesome. And yeah. And she was talking to Jennifer and yeah. Right. I don't know.
Your voice is just continuing to get quieter and quieter.
Goodbye, Lindsey.
She's wasting away. Tomar, why'd you vote for Gorbel?
She was She was doing some talkies, and she was doing some
Good talkie-talkies.
interrogaties.
Good talkie.
And some learnies.
Some
and
pinchy slappies.
pinchy slappies. And
Speak of the true.
I loved I am way faster than her. Just fucking whoomp.
yeah, it was good stuff. Good Gorbel action.
Good Gorbel.
Well, I guess the votes are in, and tonight's MVPC is Gorbel Icetower.
Go Gorbel. Go Gorbel. Go
You
Gorbel.
get 5 points of boon.
Go Gorbel.
Gorb that bell.
Gorbel.
So that brings the total of boon points to Pinwin has 10, Willem has 18, Gorbel has 21, and Tomar has 25.
Oh, yeah. Go Tomas.
Go Gorbel.
Is this a test? Because I have 17.
What?
But I'll take 18. But I didn't want to be dishonest about
But
it.
he gave you an extra one for the fleep, and
Was that?
I
put that one?
Yeah.
I'm going to say 18 because I was saying them and marking them, so
Okay. I'll take it. Like I said, I just didn't want to be dishonest.
I
had
appreciate
17.
that. Take an extra boon point.
Wow.
I hate that. I was honest.
I was honest.
Fist pump.
I agree that I had 25.
as I
You want boon?
It's probably something dumb like an ice cream cone.
I just squirt you with a squirt gun.
Hey, if it's hot sauce, I'll gladly accept.
gets in your eye.
Yeah, right. Worth it. All right, guys, that's it for tonight's episode. Come join us again next week, and we'll see what's going on with Melty Lady in the Bathhouse. And thank you for listening. Thank you to Chad Piper for that awesome intro song. Thanks to Adrian Von Ziegler for that beautiful background music. Once again, thanks to all of you listeners. We couldn't do this without you, and we really appreciate it. Keep downloading, keep listening, keep responding and interacting on our social media. Check out our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and if you want to be one of the cool kids, join our Patreon. You get access to our Discord and a ton of other stuff. Check out our website as well. And our YouTube page. Fuck it, why not? That's it for tonight. I'm your host and DM, Seth, and this is the D20 Syndicate podcast, where we go on adventures so you don't have to. Melty Lady in the Bathhouse.
Bodega.
Love you guys. Bye.
You were on a roll with that ending, man.
I was.
And then
I got too
fucked it
confident.
up.
Got too confident.
You're like, I'm dunking it, and then you broke your leg.
I wasn't even. Yeah, I was just like. This is the. Oh, this is fuck.
Add
Add it
him
to
to
his
your pie.
Wasting no time.
Total rogue. Your party member dies. You just take his boots off.
Betrayal berry pie.
That one tickled me. I liked that.
They didn't. They never revealed that I was.
Shit.
Pause.
It fell down, like, over by your feet.
Oh, there we go.
All of our dice are touching feet.
Except for
It's
mine.
whatever.
And mine.
Well, get those feet up here, boy.
Seth, put your foot in the pie.
Just stomp.
Wiggle your toes in.
Even I'm grossed out by that. I overheard when I
Wait, are we unpausing?
was. Yeah,
No,
sorry.
Keep it in, Billy.
Unpause. Well,
Papyrus is my favorite font.
Wingdings.
That hurts me as a designer. Wingdings is actually useful.
My favorite when I was a kid was Papyrus. I would like write little stories, and I would always change the font to Papyrus because I thought it was so cool. I was like, this looks like a fantasy font. This looks like something a wizard would use.
Then you started using Georgia like later in life.
Yeah.
Georgia.
And it's always on my mind.
Such a nerdy thing for me to remember.
Obsessed much?
Is there a
You
book?
can recognize Georgia because it has the numbers. Some of the numbers go below the descender.
Yeah.
So like the 9
It's
will
a-
curve underneath.
It's a fun font, and it looks like it's not like Comic Sans or anything. It looks like a nice font
My
with just a little
favorite
bit of
font.
It's a
style.
legible serif font.
Is what?
Not Comic Sans?
Good.
So you've heard enough to know that much. Doesn't Willem have a shit ton of high ass ability scores?
I do.
Right on.
My charisma. No, sorry. My wisdom. My wisdom is 16.
That's your lowest?
That's not even bad, man.
Damn, dude.
Oh no! I'm so sorry. My lowest is Constitution.
Oh, well, let's edit that out, and then we'll go back to you.
Have fun editing that, Billy. Bitch.
Fucking idiot.
Scrub.
God.
All right.
Somebody should hit your car.
Oh, zing. The gift that keeps on giving.
We're
Ooh,
drowning
what if you
out.
almost
Oh,
drowned
and you got like hypothermia.
and it made you waste, like, much more sick?
And then I went on to direct one of the most brilliant films of all time, and then only have a terrible career afterwards.
Yeah.
You talking about M. Night Shyamalan?
I'm talking about M. Night Shyamalan. Okay, yeah, I think I'll go with that.
I thought it was Shyamalan.
Shyamalan.
Shamalama?
Shlamma ding dong.
M. Night Shawarma?
Shlamma bad movie.
Like M. Night Shyamalan?
Milos Forman.
Um,
Okay.